Good evening, everyone. Thanks for watching the Cop Talk. Thanks for all tuning in. It's our 12th episode here, and I think we've got quite quite a show in store for everybody to watch today. Um, we don't really have a happy camp, do we? Today we don't really have a happy camp, and
Yep.
going into the Spurs match, we don't really we didn't get we didn't get such good news over the week about our manager, ex-manager who passed away. So it's a bit of an emotional episode. But I would like to say thank you to a lot of people, a lot of you who are tuning in and watching and have been supporting the show all these months that we have started the show. We truly appreciate it a lot, and we cannot do this without you. It is a show for the fans, by the fans, and for all. So, for those of you still who are tuning in for the first time or who have not done so, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, and Twitter for more Cop Talk, your all Liverpool fan talk show. So, without further ado, let me introduce some of the members here today of the panel who will be assisting or talking and giving their insights. The first person here we have Mr. Fahmi or Sir Fahmi, say from the YouTube SFC channel. Thanks, Sir Fahmi, for joining us today. We really appreciate it. The next person we've got here is Mr. Puvarasan, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Puvarasan. Congratulations on your engagement and registration, mate. Off the market, off the market.
Thank
That's
you,
how
guys.
you
Thank
take the
you.
real meaning of you'll never walk alone by getting a wife. So you never walk alone.
Thank you.
Mr.
Thank you.
Hidayat Fitri back again. Thank you, Mr. Hidayat. You're the man. Thank you very much. And last but not least, Mr. Dave B of the Red Junks Nogori Sembilan. Thank you guys. Okay, so we're gonna go into the first topic here. I know there's a lot of frustration spurring around from everybody. I can feel it. I can really, really feel it. And it's undeniable that I think the game at Craven Cottage is something that we shouldn't happen to a team like Liverpool. Okay, with all honesty, it shouldn't happen. But nonetheless, it happened. Um, I think everyone's going to speak their mind and say a million words here, but I'm just going to give this first and foremost to Mr. Dave to speak his mind because he's probably the man who's got a million things to say compared to all of us. We'll have probably
Yeah, definitely,
900,000 things to
definitely,
say. We have
definitely.
900,000, he has 1 million things to say. So, Dave, take it away.
Right.
What happened?
Um, in a sense, the Sunday's dismal draw at Fulham was. Uh, it's all about vintage Liverpool, albeit for all the wrong reasons. I mean, over the past two seasons, but a bit seasons, Jurgen Klopp's side. I mean, I've seen a lot of things developed. They have developed this nasty habit of sleepwalking through the long passages of play against teams that they should roll. So on Sunday, I saw, I didn't get, I mean, I didn't see Liverpool get going until some point. And things felt labored. So there's no feast, there's no imagination. It is so disappointing to watch the first half of the match. But there's a tweak that Klopp has did in the after the break. So um, the, we could see there is a sink in the match, and it went well actually in the second half, but it was too late. I mean, Fulham, credit to them, they played really well in the first half. They pressed us. I mean, they should be 3-0 up in the first half. Um, Adding to that, I think Matip's injury, we came with the um, news that we don't have any senior centre backs as a backup. So, I mean, a point is point, but the weird thing is it's a fractured survive. With Spurs at the moment at the top of the table. We are meeting them tonight, and I'm sure we're going to speak about it later. So it wasn't pretty. It's unlikely to live long in the memory, but that's what football is.
Okay, okay. I have to agree there. Let's go to Sir Fahmi. What do you think? Looking at the midfield that we had, and the midfield that Wolves had, absolutely beaming. They're literally on fire. It's like somebody gave them the Duracell or Energizer battery, and they were going mad, right? So, do you think did we take it easy? I don't think Klopp had so many options to play with, so he had to start who he started. But do you think that the players going into the game, the 11, took it easy and they didn't expect that to happen? What do you think?
Okay. About the player and what happened during Fulham game. Actually, from the starting lineup, I think Klopp. It's not about he taking careless about the game, about Fulham, because Fulham before the game, their coach, Scott Parker said we want to take risks. So very rare, a smaller team want to take risks versus Liverpool because they rather just stay back, stay big, stay stay deep, behind the ball, and whenever they get chance, they will go and then attack. But Fulham do the opposite way, they attack Liverpool. So starting lineup for me is not a problem because whatever you got in Liverpool Arsenal, you got every weapon, right? So whoever you put in the starting lineup, midfield, okay, defense, actually all of them are very good. All of them actually are world class. But the thing is, I think some of the referee decision before the first goal of the Fulham, I think more Salah get pushed, because Salah like macam nak jatuh kan, like he want to fall, but a referee just play on, okay, and then Fulham get the ball and they score. And then for me, that one actually not fair for Salah and also for Liverpool. If referee give that one free kick, so that goal never happen. So now I think not because of the lineup, because for me lineup okay, but again, I think the official spoil the show. I think that one. Mm.
Okay, officials spoil the show. All right. Hidayat, what do you think in response to what Sir Fahmi said? Because he started off by defending and saying Klopp where memang bijak Sir Fahmi ni playing safe. Dia viewer dia semua tengok kan. Mana tahu ada viewer dalam Klopp punya side tu. Dia pandai jaga hati. So yeah, very, very carefully taking care of the Klopp club, let's call it, the Klopp fan club out there. So he's saying it's not Klopp. Okay, still objective there. Hidayat, what do you think?
Okay, for me, lineup wise, it's okay. It's fine. I don't have any issue with that. It's just that from the kickoff, we can see Fulham played with such enthusiasm. I bet we all surprised with the way they play in this game, as we've been missing for the first like half an hour until we conceded the goal. But to me, maybe it's caused by because of the packed schedule, maybe the fatigue's coming up. And yes, I think we, the fans and also the players, hasn't even expected Fulham will start the game with such fire since the first minute, and we got caught. To me, Fair play to Fulham as well. For the first time since the past like almost 2 years, we've been watching us rolling over teams easily, and like Dave said, those lesser teams find it hard to get over us, but Fulham did well, and yes, I'm impressed, and I quite frustrated the way we played in the first half, because to me that caused the match for us. I mean, luckily we got one debatable penalty call for us to score, but I still rule those missed chances that we had later in the game from like Curtis, from Hendo, that we should have been wrap up the game uh, with different score. But yeah, I'm not a fan of blaming the officials, as you know, uh, like the incidents regarding Mo Salah's Bele. I think that's a soft foul. It depends on the official as well. Some been given and some didn't. But they scored a streamer by rate. And my conclusion is yes, Fulham played better than us, and even though we eke out 1 point, I can say we're still lucky with that result.
Okay, okay. Um, I'm really frustrated lah. I would like to say things against what Sir Fahmi and you have just said. But being the host here, I have to be fair. I'm just gonna throw this to. I have to. I'm just gonna throw this to my co-founder, the newly married man, or registered legally married man, Mr. Puvarasan, a long time buddy of mine from New Gen KOPTAK. It's our blood, our culture of Liverpool. So please go out. You had the better week compared to all of us, because you got registered, with your wife. So please give us something.
Um, almost a perfect weekend for me, but yeah, I would take a point from Craven Cottage, to be honest, because as everyone said just now, we were, I don't want to use that word, but we were rubbish in the first half. That we were, I mean, we were second fiddle in everything, second ball, headers, everything, possession wise. Um, I think for Fulham, I think we should give them credit. I think fair play to them. I think for the very first time this season, Fulham showed desire. I think they were, I mean, as Hidayat said just now, the enthusiasm from them, the players, I think they wanted to win the match more compared to Liverpool, which is the most frustrating part. More after Spurs dropped 2 points at Sellers Park against Crystal Palace, it was by right. It should have been a walk in the park for us, because the table shows the level of Liverpool and Fulham at the moment, and by right it should have been an easy 3 points for Liverpool, but Fulham turn up and Fulham deserved it, I think. But I won't say that it was a debatable penalty. I think it was a penalty. It was a penalty, and for our second half display, overall it was a fair result. I think 1-1. Not a worse result. It's frustrating because all our main rivals actually dropped the point, and we couldn't capitalize on it. That's the most frustrating part. But I think we can make a man of it. We can make up for it by beating Spurs later on. But to summarize Fulham game, I would say that it's a game to forget. We can just take a 1 point and 1 point home, and I think we should give credit to Alisson also, because the first half, if not for Alisson, I think we would have gone down to 2 or 3 nil, which would have made life difficult for us in the second half, because despite the poor showing, we had the chances actually to kill off the game. If you see in the first half, the Mane open header, I don't know how he missed that. And then Salah also had a half chances, which should have been on target, but he um, didn't take it. And then in the second half, I'm sure you guys know the Anderson chance 1-1. I don't know why he took extra second and then he decided to go for it on his left foot instead of a placing from his right foot would have been a perfect choice, or he would have been more creative and then pass it to Minamino, who was clear, and he was very frustrated as well. Minamino, um, yeah, overall very disappointing day, but a point rather than nothing. Imagine if we would have lost to Fulham, we would be like, it would be more, I mean, it would feel more miserable if you ask me. But I think a football match of 2 halves, Fulham dominated the first half, and I think we were dominant the second half. So 1-1 is a fair result.
Okay. I just want to. I am really frustrated with that game.
No,
Why
I just
I'm
want to remind
frustrated-
I just want to remind you again that you are a host. So yeah, please.
I've got to. I just got to say something. Going into that match, whole of last week, if everybody watched last week's shows, I was already saying it that even at at Puva's little event, I met some of the guys, and one of our earlier or big, speakers from the earlier shows, the Kartigan and I were discussing, and we did say that, and I said to him that I'm more worried about the Fulham game than I am of the Spurs game. You know why? Because if I was Jurgen Klopp at that point, if I'm Jurgen Klopp and I'm going into this match, knowing that 3 days later I'm going to be playing Spurs, and that's basically the top of the table clash, and literally we are very close to Christmas, and everybody kind of knows you've got to lead the league past Christmas, right? Past Christmas, you've got to lead the league for all that mental wars to be slowly won by any team and any fans, because the minute a team sees that they're already ahead at Christmas, I guess it's almost done. So we're all fighting for second. What so this match is very crucial, right? The Spurs match. But I was more cruciality of a match, Spurs match, yes. But in terms of panicking and what to do, worrisome match, it was going to be the Fulham match. Because who would you play considering the lineup? I know what Mourinho said. He said that he named 11 players who are not injured, right? But
Yeah.
we have got three days of rest. So what is he saying? He himself dropped a point that day. He himself dropped a point that day. And don't tell me he went into that match thinking, I'll be happy with a draw. No chance. No chance, because you're playing early. You're playing early. You've got to get the 3 points to keep the pressure on. You drop. You take 1 point, and then we buckle, and this happened. So I'm really wondering what can Klopp do in the long run? Everybody, what Puva said, he's talking about the chances missed. But I want to be absolutely objective here. Puva's gonna give me a whack for this. I want to be absolutely objective here. I must say that Liverpool so far, our being clinical, has only been at the cost of many chances. We have to create X number of chances to convert X number of goals. So we didn't create chances today. So
Yeah.
for those of you who are still optimistic that we were going to win the game, wow. Because for me, I really think that I was praying for a draw after the 50th minute when I still saw that we couldn't control the game at all. So how can we be more? Being clinical is crucial to win titles, but we're still not there. What happened last season? Forget it. We're still not there in terms of being clinical. That means if you create 5 chances, can we convert 3? Can we convert 2? Clinical. So what do you guys think about it? Maybe Hidayat.
Yes, it's true. I'm an offensive minded of coach as well on my own. But to me, yes, you have to create chances to score at first. Chances come and goes will get in. But if you miss such number of chances and depending on yeah, we can say luck to score or maybe to win a game, then it will be a disaster because yes, strikers win games and defenders win the title, and then that's crucial as well because any means if you have a good defenders but you can't score, that doesn't mean you're good either. So at the moment, yes, I agree with the host here that we need to take those chances and convert it into goals because at the moment, yeah, we don't play the way we play uh, from the past seasons. And this season, we can see that it's a topsy-turvy league. Everyone's getting beaten in and out, and uh, coming two games, big teams are dropping points. So I hope tonight we won't do the same. And yes, I think Klopp and the strikers have to find out ways to, yeah, make it lethal again.
Okay, okay. We've got some wow, a bunch of comments here. Yeah,
Put it up, put it up, put it up.
yeah, a bunch of that's our weakness. We are weak when playing against fast counter attack. Yes, Kishan, that is why we really missed the signing of Nabil Fakir and now the injury of Diego Costa.
Not
Uh,
done yet with Nabil Fekir.
Kishan is saying that Fulham is better than Arsenal. Fulham just had a rough start. Was something really to ponder on the next show, on the Footy Talk show. Uh, Congratulations to Mr. Puva on his engagement. One day you'll have to explain why you didn't come. Thanks, Kishan. Uh, at this stage, we need we need Thiago at the club. We'll probably sign Thiago in January. I think so.
We will be signing him for the second time.
For the second time in January.
Yep.
Cakap Melayu, cakap ya, okey lah. Kita akan cakap Melayu. Kita akan campur-campur sikit cakap Melayu.
Boleh,
Kalau
boleh. Tak ada masalah.
Cakap bahasa Tamil sendiri dia jadi masalah tu. Okay.
Kalau bahasa Cina susah sikit lah.
Vinod is watching. So Vinod's in good spirits here. Hello. Only team watch the title ahead during Christmas. Oh, okay. Thanks for the reminder. Fulham, Serena, Fulham to Liverpool. Yada. Good luck versus Leeds United. I'm sure you guys are feeling the jitters.
Yeah, good luck. I think good luck against Real Sociedad in Europa League.
Mourinho dari risau. Mourinho dari risau. Wow. So what do you think here? I don't think so. He's risau lah. He's just gonna be his usual cocky self and so on. So and he's just gonna say what Kitchen is saying. Yeah, I want 3 titles. Three titles. Yeah.
He's sink. He's sink. He's sink.
Respect.
We think.
He's sink.
Okay, Cikgu Mizi got a good view here. Key untuk malam ini adalah midfielder. Kalau mid bagi hantaran peluang yang baik, confirm forward akan bagi gol, mid rosak, defender forward akan lemah. That's a good point.
Makes sense.
Cikgu Mizi, nanti kita akan ada fans dari Spurs Malaysia, so tontonilah sehingga akhir rancangan. Vinod, Fulham had 25% possession, but they had easily 5 to 6 chances more than Liverpool. Despite, bro, when we have Alisson in the goal, we have to give him something to warm up. So let them have some chances. Not like they're going to score everything. It's okay. It doesn't matter.
But anyway, talking about Fulham, I've seen this match, Man City Fulham. Before that, Man City played Burnley. They beat Burnley 5-0. When they played Fulham, I saw the changes in Fulham. They pressed City well in the second half. They really played well, but it's just that the finishing. They just got that momentum and spirit going into the game at Craven Cottage, and we were caught napping.
Yeah, but Puva, come on, Puva. Let's be serious here. We always take a lash at Salah. We always do this because the guy creates a
Mm-hmm.
lot of chances and converts like 5% of them. But we didn't create chances that day. Do you really
Yeah.
think if we keep this crap up, can we really challenge? Can we really challenge? Like we're laughing at Arsenal for dropping slipping points. We're laughing at City, but are we any better? Are we any better really?
Of course, we are better. You don't compare us with Arsenal, please. They are in the relegation better. Okay. The problem is just now you talked about uh, the conversion rate of our front three. It's always been like this. Okay, we criticize Salah, we criticize Mane because they needed at least 5-6 chances to score one goal. It same goes to Firmino. We have that type of front three. Okay, I think only Jota had a good conversion rate, but it's too early to judge that now because it's still new. But that's how it is. I think our front three is set up like to do that. We need to create at least 5-6 chances to convert. I mean, to convert one, two. That's why that day, I think Mane only had one, Salah had one. We didn't create enough chances. And we don't have someone like Neymar or Mbappe as or Lewandowski or Aguero. People like that as our attacker. We have attackers who are flexible. I mean, Mane is a winger, Salah is a winger. Firmino more like a false nine or number 10 type of player. We can't expect same type of finishing or same type of conversion rate as Lewandowski or Aguero or other top class number nine, proper number nine strikers. That's the problem with Liverpool actually. But that day, I would say that we struggle mostly in midfield. I think the first half we we failed to control the game. I think we lost everything in the midfield. I think the midfield of Genie, Jones, and Anderson. I think even Anderson were poor for the first half. He was really poor. When someone like Anderson play poorly, don't expect us to be playing good football. For me, the first half was. I think Dave mentioned just now. It was all long ball from the back four. Trent Alexander got the ball. He just tried to cross. He just tried to go for a long ball. I think only once it worked when Trent Alexander made such a cross from the back and Mane managed to find a space, and it ended up as like a half chance only. Apart from that, nothing. I think only once we managed to do that when Firmino tried to drop a bit from the midfield. He tried to play 1-2 with Mane. I think I'm not so sure whom. That also ended up like a half chance. So the first half was a disaster. We lost the game in the first half itself. I think Fulham, and credit to Scott Parker, he knew already when we let team like Liverpool to dominate, it's difficult. From the kickoff itself, I think that instructions were very clear to the Fulham players: push them, press them, press them. I think they managed to do that. When that happened, we collapsed. We literally collapsed. I think even when Matip was on the pitch, he was slow. His reaction was very slow. So I thought when second half Matip was substituted, I thought it was a tactical change, but unfortunately it was an injury, uh, minor injury. But I think Anderson did well. I think Anderson did well as a centre back. But speaking about, but please do not compare it with Arsenal, please. Please do not compare us with Arsenal. We are way
I
better
didn't
than
complete.
that.
I
We
I
are
I
be-
actually, I actually meant Chelsea. Sorry, the last two games this morning was Chelsea and City, not Arsenal. I know Arsenal did not.
even the similar thing. I watched the Chelsea game live today morning. It's a similar thing, the amount of chances they keep wasting. The likes of Werner, the likes of Abraham, the likes of Pulisic, and
Yeah, so
Uh,
that's why I said just now, like, are we any better compared to all these teams that we have been having a bit of a joke about today?
No, no, no. End of the day, it's all about tables. I mean, we with the position of the table, I think we are not in the worst position. We are joint top table toppers, right? Only the
Okay.
goal difference is the difference there. So see, for me, if you keep analyzing what happened in the Fulham game, we will be more frustrated. That's for sure because it was a disaster. Especially the first 45 minutes, it was a disaster. Yes, we missed a huge opportunity to go top by 2 points. And if we go and win the Spurs game today, we had the opportunity to go 5 points. And look at the fixtures we have during the festive season and marching into the new year. The fixtures are actually quite kind to us. So we had the opportunity to just go march on like a 7 points, 8 points clear, but that's fine. It's okay. It's not a disaster. It's not a worst possible scenario now. We are in the same point. We are same point as Spurs now. Just go and beat them today. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. And just now when you guys talking about Mourinho's mind game and all the stuff, I think it was expected. It was classic Mourinho. It was expected from him. But he was spot on. He was spot on. Our injury crisis now, Thiago, who else? Milner, Van Dijk, and Gomez. He was spot on that. Van Dijk was the I mean the most important injury for us. Okay, he ruled out the rest because he know that we can actually play without Milner, without Thiago, without Gomez, even who else? Who else missing? Without Ox, people like this, without Keita. That's why he named our starting 11 exactly like how we gonna play today. We can actually play today. We have a proper first 11 tonight, and we will
Yep.
be having people like Oxlade Chamberlain, Keita, Minamino on
Yep.
the bench. Not really bad. Not really bad. For
Mm.
me, I would say that uh, it's Mourinho and Spurs who are under pressure today because from their point of view, they would be regretting to drop 2 points at Crystal Palace. They know that as well because the initial plan, initial idea from Mourinho would be we get a 3 point at Sellers Park and just let's go and get a 1 point at Anfield.
Yeah.
Now, now the idea has changed. Now Spurs has to come and win here as well.
Yep.
Yep.
Imagine
Yep.
if they lost. Imagine if they lost. Imagine if they lost.
Yep. 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 They'll be
So
behind.
that's the scenario. So for me, if you ask me, let's forget it. Let's don't talk about the conversion rate. I think our conversion rate, whether it's a Salah or Mane or Firmino, has always been the same. It's always been the same. They need to create few chances to convert one. But yeah, we move on. We move on to Spurs game today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get on to the Spurs game later when we have all the our Spurs fans joining us later from Spurs Fan Club Malaysia. But now, just very quickly, let's just spend like, I don't know, maybe 5 to 6 minutes on talking about the draw UCL. I was praying that we don't draw this team or Atletico Madrid. Atleticos,
Hmm.
we didn't draw them. Then we drew this team. So I was a bit. I don't know how to take this. I think these are teams that are going to be really tough to play in the Champions League for us because these are teams that they don't really care who you are. They're just going to come and throw 210% at you. They don't care if
True,
you've
true.
got Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi starting up front. They're just going to still come at you with 210%, and the winner takes it home. So, Sir Fahmi, pandangan.
Oh, Leipzig. Okay. For me, I wish from the before the draw, I wish we get Porto. Okay. But now we get Leipzig, which is Leipzig actually quite have a good record again EPL team. They beat Spurs last season, okay, and now they beat Man United, and now they face Liverpool. I don't know. So because when they get this heavyweight team, I don't think they think like Senat said. I don't care. Okay, right? I don't care because we can beat anyone, and So surprisingly, they managed to escape their group H. But now they face Liverpool. For me, I think because we don't get Porto, RB Leipzig for me quite a good draw. I think quite a good match. Okay, because who you want? Because when you start second round, everybody actually great. Everybody wants to go even further.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to go further. And because okay for me because recently we won cup, okay, UCL cup. Maybe the stress from me is not really stress as compared to other team. You imagine PSG, PSG Kempunan, craving UCL Cup. So for this time around, like Manchester City, even more, they want to get CL because Manchester City they cannot perform in league now. If Pep say I focus on UCL, that one will be harmful. Why? Because when you say I don't focus this league, I want to win as CL, make sure you win CL. But how can you win CL, right? It's not easy to win CL, because you have to go through all the hurdles. You got Barcelona.
It's not easy for a lot of teams. It's easier
No,
for Liverpool lah because we won it 6 times.
Liverpool easier for Liverpool. Yeah, even though they say okay, Liverpool got some easier draw. No, no, I don't think so. Okay, so RB Leipzig for me is good for me. And then when I see the draw, I saw the result. I got this team. We got this team. So I say, hey, okay for me. Okay, Sana.
Okay. Big shout out to Dinesh. To Dinesh here who's saying United let's kick Leipzig out for our United brother here. Okay lah, for United brother punya sake, we kick United Leipzig out lah. And he's saying, so long you don't start 7.
You done 7.
I don't know how to react. That today one of the most intelligent people in the world is Elon Musk. Then there's Albert Einstein. Then there's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer up here. He's like the most intelligent guy in the world right now. I can't figure him out, bro. His level of intelligence. Hidayat,
Yeah.
RB Leipzig. What's your thought?
Okay, I was wishing for Mönchengladbach honestly because to me,
Sama. Same. Aku dah sama, bro.
because to me, looking at our team logically, okay, being on earth, I think we don't still ready for big teams at this moment. So I guess we should have a so outing with some lesser teams in like Mönchengladbach or I mean those lesser teams. But Leipzig for me is a fair draw, and looking at the stats, we got good record with German teams. I don't think we have any problems, even though we've met them in our group stages a few seasons back, and they do us crazy with the likes of Minamino and Haaland. But this time around, things are new, and I don't think we got any big problems facing Leipzig. And with 2 legs, I think we'll go through and march on.
Okay. I just want to get some reactions here because we had the draw of the UCL done this week. I guess it's still perhaps too early to talk about. It's happening in February, so we will come back and talk about RB Leipzig very very soon. Earlier this week or a couple of days ago, we the Liverpool fraternity around the world, supporters, players, management, everything, at some shocking news that the sad news that Gerard Houllier one of the Liverpool great managers. I think delivered 6 titles. That incredible treble when we needed to, when our European presence was not there. He delivered the UEFA Cup at that point, which is the Europa League today. Um, Gerard Houllier passed away. We know that he has not been well for some time. I'm going to let Mr. Dave to share to share his thoughts on Gerard Houllier and his passing.
Well, before there was Klopp, and before there was Rafa, and before there was Istanbul, there was this Gerard, a gentleman, a revolutionary, a man through sheer force of will and personality, and a certain brand of fire-breathing perfectionism, dragged a flagging institution, Liverpool Football Club, into um, a modern age kicking and screaming. So, and for those of us at a certain age who came along or came of age during this burn it all and start again phase, during the period of joint managers and refocus on the club's alcohol and chips were viewed as a pre-match rite of passage rather than a bad idea. So Julia was always hold a special place for all of us. Uh, not the familiar draw, not the droning success of 80s, 70s, 80s. It was a imperfect team with a bit of local lads on the pitch and club legends on the staff, both dripping on both passion and talent. So, and there at the center of all of this was Gerard, a smiley, frowny, gleeful, volatile Frenchman. So a man who really died trying to resurrect the club. A man who always loved the club and the city from his earliest coaching days. And in European nights, he delivered success, and more than anything, he delivered the feeling, whatever that thing is, mattered to him. Um, so I'm kind of very. I came through that age. I mean, even before that, and throughout, like I said earlier. I mean, Houllier will forever be a symbolic of the rebirth of Liverpool. He laid that platform that Rafa built upon. So, um, I mean, no one else deserves more respect, a tribute. The legacy he leaves behind is a profound one. I mean, work hard, be kind, care. So, I will always see Gerard Houllier as the game changer of Liverpool in from '98, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's '98 to 2004. So the 6 successful seasons he had with us. So it's really a
Yep.
and I mean I'm just speechless. So I'll leave it to you guys.
Let's go to Puva to say a few words on the passing of this legend, this Liverpool legend here, Gerard Houllier. That was really something that we did not quite foresee and expect. Puva, what do you wanna say?
Oh, it was devastating, to be honest. Genuinely sad, I mean, I started to support Liverpool in 1996, so literally the first manager who started to deliver success in terms of silverware to our club. Um, as Dave said, he built the foundation uh, for Liverpool to to go to the next level. As you all know that majority of players who played the famous Istanbul Champions League final is either developed by Houllier or signed by Houllier. So that speaks for his achievement and his managerial credibility and his love and commitment to the club. I would say that this man uh, showed uh, that we can go back, we can get back to our glory days. I think under Gerard Houllier we started to beat Manchester United in the league games. Prior to that, we always taste defeat against them. I still remember one of his statement that one day we will beat them. And he managed to do that. He managed to do that in a couple of league games against Man United and also in League Cup final. Fond memories, good memories, and of course the 2001. We will never forget it. The 2001 and the unique trouble. I don't care. The haters call it Mickey Mouse trouble or whatever it is. Screw them. It is indeed a unique achievement to win a FA Cup, to win a League Cup, to win a UEFA Cup, and manage to qualify to our very first Champions League season. He deserve credit. He deserve. At times I felt that he didn't get the credit he actually deserved. That's the most hurting part of it. There is a famous banner in the KOPTAK stand where we put like a father of Liverpool's, but Gerard Houllier he wasn't there. That really hurts.
Yep,
I
yep,
know when
yes.
that really hurts.
Yeah. He should be.
And yeah, he should be there. He should be there. I think moving forward, I hope the fans realize how important Gerard Houllier was for Liverpool Football Club. And I think apart from Liverpool, I think people forget it. Whatever happened before that, what he achieved in Paris Saint-Germain when we actually won their first ever league title in, if I'm not mistaken, 85 or 86, where their finance the power of their finance isn't like how it's now today. He actually won their first ever title in 86. So he is a special figure for Paris Saint-Germain as well. And then what happened with the France national team is not a memorable. We all know that they are infamously missed out on a 94 World Cup where they failed to win. I think I don't know against whom. I don't know whether it's Bulgaria or Hungary. I think they lost to them. The French national team, they lost to them and they missed out on the 94 World Cup. So Houllier faced all these, and then what he achieved after that with Liverpool and then Lyon, and then his contribution in UEFA as a technical team. And you can see that the tribute coming from the Salzburg manager. I'm sure you guys have seen that, how he actually burst into tears. So even United fans paid a really, a nice tribute to him. Statement like a nice football man. Alex Ferguson loved him. Alex Ferguson, despite the rivalry, they both had a very good relationship and respect to each other. So unexpected, this man has faced so much health-wise for over 2 decades, if not mistaken. For whatever he have given to our club, that famous European nights, in UEFA Cup. And then we managed the Charlton game. Remember the 4-0. We needed to beat Charlton to qualify to the Champions League, and we won. We beat them 4-0. All these are good memories. The FA Cup, the 0-1 final, the crazy UEFA Cup final against Deportivo Alaves. Good memories, man. Good memories. Yes, what happened in his last 2 years is not good. He got it wrong with his signings. he got it wrong with his signings. But I mean, put all that away. Let's talk about the good things, whatever he achieved. Um, he laid the foundation for Rafa actually, and Rafa got the best out of whatever been left by Houllier. So very emotional, to be very honest, very emotional and sad. And I hope our players today get a
Win it
win for
for,
Houllier, get a
Yeah.
win for Gerard Houllier.
Oh,
win
Houllier.
it for.
I think we
I
should we
mean,
should start we should start that hashtag win it for Houllier or win it for
Yep, yep.
Gerard. That would be really good. So that's our bit in paying respect to Gerard Houllier, who was the manager when during the time, the early days of when I was supporting Liverpool. We really miss him, and it's a real loss to the game and to world football. Actually, not just for Liverpool. I think he's going to be really missed. So, without further ado, we're going to go into our next segment. We've got Mr. Taswid here from our Spurs Malaysia. I'm not sure if Ayani is joining us. Maybe not. Uh, but anyway, we're going to go into talking about Spurs. But before that, for those of you still watching, thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We are in our last segment here talking about the Spurs match. A lot of comments on the Spurs match. A lot of things that we're going to really be talking about. So we've got a few people here from the Spurs Malaysia. But please like, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter for more Cop Talk action. So let's get into it right now, everyone. The moment we've been waiting for, which is the
I just love the way you said it, man.
let's get into it. Focus of the day: Liverpool versus Spurs. So let's give a chance here to Mr. Ayani and Taswid to say a few words on their opinions on going into the match tonight.
Azri, go first.
Yeah, Taswid, go first.
Hi guys, right? Thank you for having me into this talk show. Right. As we actually know that the last Spurs beat Liverpool in away game was in 2011, if I was not mistaken, when the one and Modric strike 2-0 to against Liverpool on that day, and the last we won on at home is on the 2017, I think 4-1 we won. Again with the Kane brace 2 goals with Son and Dele Ali have one each, right? Since then I never seen that we have anything to achieve in Anfield. Rather we have a draw 2-3 times and the rest we lost. Against you all. But this time back to what I see the game Liverpool against Fulham. I saw that some of our defensive shaky without Van Dijk in it. I can see the weakest link on the Trent Alexander-Arnold, which actually look rusty, always misplacing pass after pass, and always beaten.
He lost the ball 27 times.
Yeah,
27 times
that's
he
right.
lost the ball.
I think we have Bedouin on the flank to exploit what he will left, because he's like a player who always like to attack. So having in mind that Jose Mourinho has earned the right to play defensive counter-attacking football, which I think everybody been hating him. I think what Brendan Rodgers said in 2014, which Jose was in Chelsea that time, was parking 2 buses on the field. Now, what I can see tonight game is actually Jose will come again with the same strategy when we go against Arsenal and Man City, which proven we have a clean sheet against them. So I think he will carry the same thing again tonight when on the first 45 minutes he will trying to get early goals. We'll sit deep, let you guys possess the ball, and you see that we go with the counter attack to get early goals. And I can see it'll be same thing again on the second half. If let's say the score will be a draw score, I think we'll park the bus again. That's about it.
Right.
You just gave your prediction, man.
Right. Okay. Based on the what analysis
No, no,
against
no, no prediction.
Liverpool.
Stop it. Wait. No prediction at the end. Prediction at the end.
All right.
Banyak
Okay.
lagi
Okay. Okay.
benda
I
nak
keep it
cakap ni.
reserved then. I keep it
Ah,
reserved. I let
yeah,
Ayani. I
you
mean,
listen.
continue my talk then.
Okay. Ayani, here go one comment here for Encik Azwat. Mourinho buat main game tapi dia lupa Klopp yang buat dia set previous club. I rasa klub yang terakhir yang Klopp buat Mourinho kena set tu klub tu bengong sikit. Oh tak apalah.
It was the same day, right? It was the same day that I think Jose Mourinho bring Man United to Anfield and lost 3-1 to you all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tapi
Yes.
you're talking about a Man United that is hardly very united these days. Unfortunately and sadly. So some of us fans are feeling very sad about it already because the rivalry at that point was really nice. But we wish them well. But this is a different first team. You've got Mourinho. I feel Mourinho wanted to manage Harry Kane for the longest time. And finally he got his wish and he's really making wonders out of it. So what do you think his strategy will be today? Ayani, kalau boleh lah beri sedikit rahsia tu, bocor sikit. Nak tahulah taktik dia apa. You're on mute, Ayani.
Ayani, you're on mute.
You're on mute, bro. Unmute.
Okay, first of all, good evening. Thank you for having me. Tactically, Mourinho is very unpredictable. Okay, but obviously, I mean, most pundit will say that we're gonna stay deep and do the counter. So to me, tonight, whatever the result, is like this lah. If we win, we are a true title contender for this season. If we lose, kita jauh lagi ke belakang daripada Liverpool. If we draw, it's still a long way to go lah. You know, it's still early of the season. So to me, is the tactical. It depends on the players also. The coach can only say, but the players execute on the field. So if let's say like against Fulham, I think Mourinho did mention that that's not what he instruct, but he also compliment Fulham. Crystal Palace. Compliment Crystal Palace for doing a good job playing against us. So tonight, I think both Spurs and Liverpool depend on their players and depend on their form, and also depend on luck. So tactically, I think Spurs will, defend it and do the counter, like, obviously.
Okay. We got one. We've got one interesting comment here that I would like for you to look at. It's a bit funny. It's coming from Vinod, but I'm sure he's in good spirits. Spurs will come and park the moon. He will go for 1 point. Park the moon tu I player, tapi 1 point tu what do you think?
I mean, Mourinho did mention that every game he is looking forward for a win. But knowing Mourinho, itu crap lah kan. against a top team, he wanted a draw lah. I mean, playing away against a rival team, top team, if it's a draw, it's a massive accomplishment for Mourinho. But it backfired lah against Crystal Palace. We should secure 3 points. But again, I don't understand why the first 30 minutes we are playing like crap against Crystal Palace. So I hope it will not repeat itself, and I hope Liverpool didn't score first. So tonight, if Liverpool score first, trouble for Spurs, because the fundamental of this strategy is depending. So if you want to part the moon, part the sun, I don't care. If we manage to get a point, be it. Football nowadays football is all about result. You play
Yes.
beautiful football. Look, Pochettino area, we play tremendous football. We play brilliant football. With flair, attacking. You know, but where's the trophy? 5 years, no trophies. No, none, zero.
Exactly. That
So
that 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 Pochettino era was really. I think Puva and me were sitting down for a drink one day, and we saw over 2 seasons the statistics. Spurs had played the best football, the most number of goals, the most number of wins, the least number of losses over 2 seasons, and they didn't get the PL title. That was really, heart wrenching. I'm sure. I'm sure.
exactly.
Coming to that, Kane and Son, very, very dangerous here from Cikgu Mizi. Sir Fahmi, what do you think? Do we have the solution to stop Kane and Son?
So Kane and Son, of course, Son, right? Son. So Kane and Son actually very, very good now. They play like they know very long time ago. Yeah, they gel. They gel. Son assist Kane assist Son like water flowing. Okay, always help. So I think the key battle actually how Liverpool stop Kane and Son, because Kane actually he has body, he has body, he can shoot the ball, and of course Kane can shoot. Someone like Kane actually he can shoot from nowhere and then goal. So that one actually worry me a lot. Okay, don't give Kane chance, and of course you have to stop Son do his job before supplying Kane the ball. Okay, so Son, you have to stop, and in Liverpool, someone like you have to stop from the midfield, from the midfield. So someone like Henderson, okay. But I wish we have somebody like Fabinho, because Fabinho actually can play very very rough. So the player like Fabinho can stop Son actually. But now we have Henderson, we have Gini, okay, and also our CB now become weakened. I don't know how to stop, but I hope okay Liverpool can stop. I think Son, because actually Spurs for this game they play at Anfield versus Liverpool, which is not every team like to play here, Anfield. So I think Mourinho let's park the bus, still park the bus. That one will be typical him, Mourinho, and then he will use the speed of Son, and also he will use the weapon, the little weapon from Kane to score. And at the end of the day, you have to win, right? If you can convert the chance, you got two chance, you convert one, and that other team got 5 chance, zero conversion. That team won. That two chance only. So now, actually, you will have to stop Son and Kane.
Okay. I really, I like these comments here. Keep it coming. I like the views from our panel speakers here today. It's very, very, very good views here. I think there is one very objective comment here from Cikgu Mizi again. Hidayat, in your view, I'm actually a bit amazed. There's nobody commenting about Klopp here. Have they lost faith, or are they just angry with him? Nobody's talking about Klopp's point of view in the comments. It's all Mourinho. He seems to have stolen the limelight on manager or highlight for the manager tonight. But they say there's a comment here that he's no longer park the bus. But some people are still saying park the bus. He's going to defend deep and he's going to rely on counter attack. So I do believe that he does that when he needs to, and today he may very well do it. Um, Hidayat, what are your thoughts on it? If he does park the bus, what should Klopp do? Because at the current moment, I think with Jota out, our current front three is not, they're not really clicking, they're not connecting the dots. What do you think?
Yeah, if we park the bus, then we just have to hire the bus and move it away. That's all. Okay. Okay, as for me, Mourinho will be Mourinho. We know him for quite some time now. His enthusiasm, his confidence. For me, I don't think he's that arrogant because as a verbal person, uh, as for me myself, we have that inch a bit more confidence than others. And then that's why Mourinho has been Mourinho. He will come with this mind games and also tactically, yes, Park the Bus has been his identity. Uh, and I don't think they will go attacking since the kickoff. But in this crunch game, like Ayani said, he's unpredictable. Yes, and as the host said that he will play the way he wants to at the most uh, needy moments that he wants. And I think Spurs are in badly shape to wish for a win tonight, and the pressure's on them. And looking at the game tactically, I agree with Ayani. If we scored first, then I think the game will be siding to us more. And to stop Son and Kane, I think, yeah, we will have to prepare to expect the counter attacks as well because Spurs are speedy and uh, actually we need someone with the likes of Didi Haman and recently Fabinho as a defensive midfielder to hold things up and yeah, breaking up all those flowing balls from those Spurs players to their strikers. And to me, I don't think Mourinho will settle if they do or lose this game because they wanted to win. Yes, because Christmas coming with the habits or the trends of whoever leading during Christmas will go on and lift in the cup. So this time around, I'll be expecting a ranking match between the two top of the table leaders, and I do hope that we will leave the Fulham story far, far, far behind and play our good football back again tonight. That's it.
Okay. Thanks, Hidayat. Good news. I guess everybody can see the jitters with Hidayat himself, very jittery and kind of on the fence about what's going to happen. Although we know which side of the fence we will always fall on. Uma, we just gotta go to some of these comments here. I think earlier you spoke about it. Brian here says, I beg to differ. When you mentioned Spurs are the one with the pressure, more already used the injury crisis to deflect possibility of a loss. So more like we have more to lose here, like home points, unbeaten home run, breaking right. So pressure is on us. We have always thrived on pressure. We showed that against Leicester and Wolves. Bring on the pressure. Do we have enough here to reply to Brian from the KOPTALK in Singapore, our buddy? To tell, do we have enough to take on the pressure tonight? There is a lot of pressure going into this match. Nobody will take any match against any Mourinho team easy. Mourinho could be managing the last team in the league, but nobody will take a match against Mourinho easy. Do we have enough to take the pressure?
I still stick with my opinion that the pressure is still with Spurs and on Mourinho, to be honest, because the pressure is not with us to deliver our first league title. We already won it. Yes, we are defending champion, and managers like Mourinho knows that prior to these festive fixtures and December and marching to January, it's important to be on top two or be a table topper. So he knew that a good result needed at Anfield, and he also know that how good Liverpool is at Anfield. Not only this season, it's been for 66 games, right? If not mistaken. So I think the pressure is not with us on the record. I think the home record is already done. I think we already set the all-time club record, right, for the home record. So we are not chasing to make it 70, 75, 80. No. For us, I think we will play our usual game. I think we will be like our usual self. I think, see, people doubted us when we play against Leicester. They did when we played against Wolverhampton Wanderers, and look at the outcome. We actually bossed both games. We didn't concede a goal. We scored 7. I'm not going to say that today we're going to do the same, because Spurs is a different kettle of fish. I understand. And Mourinho knows how to get a result. He knows how to get a result. And we saw already how he played against Man City at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. He literally parked the bus at home. And we know what he did against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. He literally parked the bus, but he got 4 points out of those 2 games. And today, he would be very happy with a point. That's for sure. He would be very happy for with a point. If you ask the Spurs fanatics, Spurs fans, they would be very happy with a point, because they don't have a good record at Anfield, as brother Tasweet just now said. The last victory was 2011, right?
Yeah.
So it's been 9 years. So I and another reason why I feel that we should be confident, because we have enough players. Yes, for me, I'm gutted that Jota is not available for this game. He would be massive different for this game. He can make Spurs defend. He will give Spurs defend all kind of problems, but I think we have enough players to do that, and we have the likes of Chamberlain, the likes of Keita, the likes of Minamino on the bench. But we don't know. We don't know how Klopp gonna play today. We don't know whether it's going to be 4-3-3, or we don't know whether it's going to be 4-2-3-1. Just like Spurs, I think Spurs play 4-2-3-1, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So by playing against 4-2-3-1 and Mourinho Spurs, Klopp knows that it's not easy to boss that midfield, and we can see that Spurs and their midfielders physically really strong, and but another thing I feel, and I have noticed, Spurs this season away to West Brom they really struggled. Away to Chelsea, they got a point, very good point, but they were not impressive at all.
But can I interrupt you? But do you think that was stages of Klopp building things up? Because to be honest, taking the Spurs team where he did, he took them from where he took them this season, the fresh start. Do you think that was just stages in the game, stages that he's building up? Because again, half the Premier League title is won by Christmas, right? So building up to that, he seems to have been doing everything right in spite of what you're saying. So do you think that was just build up, and now he's really there? He's really there to really kick it into final gear.
No, he is there. He's there. He started to. I'm very sure he himself already started to see the glimpses of it. If not this season, I'm very sure he know that next season he can win it. He can win it. He know that he has a team to do that. The thing is, people hyping about it because this is Mourinho's second season, and he always have that record, that good record. Mourinho's second season. So so far so good for them. But let's see today.
Except at that one club lah. The second season didn't work, but go on.
Yeah, it didn't work. It didn't work. Actually, practically speaking, it didn't work for Mourinho for the past five seasons, right? So that's why people. So like brother Ayani just now said, if Spurs win today, they are true title contenders. That's for sure.
Okay.
That's for sure.
All right.
That's for sure. If it's a draw, everything to play for. If it's a win for Liverpool, maybe it's the same old story for Spurs. It's too early to say. It's too early to say. But if one man that can get a positive result at Anfield, it's Mourinho. He has done it in the past. He's done it in the past. Doesn't matter how you play, as brother Ayani said, these days it's all about result based. So people won't remember how you played. If you win something, that's all about it.
Yep. I want to go to Ayani and Tasweed here. There's one comment from here. From Kishan. Key is to stop long balls from Spurs defenders. So I want to talk about the long balls, and then there's another comment. But before I go into that comment, maybe you guys can give a quick shout out to Malaysia Spurs. The Malaysia Spurs here watching. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Thanks for allowing Ayani and Taswi to join the show.
Come on, you Spurs.
Boys. So what is the saying is to dare to dream is to do, to dare is to do, right? To dare is to do. That's right. To dare is to do. Okay. So Kishan said this key is to stop long balls from first defender, but at the same time, Serena is saying this Klopp is a great manager, but a crybaby to me. Let's not go there. Anyway, let's go to the objective part here. We have seen him complaining about opposition playing defense or playing long ball. So if Liverpool lose today, he might complain about the bus. Nevertheless, with the hype going on, the game might just end in a draw. Both didn't want to kalah. Okay, but so I'd like to hear objectively from you Spurs fans. Do you guys think today the strategy against Liverpool would be long ball or play, or are you going to be just focusing on counter attack, not long ball, just quick build up? You don't need long balls for your counter attack. You got so much of speed. So what will be the core strategy going into the game here?
Well, one thing for sure, the long ball is it depends. It depends. It's not all the time. I mean, Spurs do the long ball, especially from Adebayo. You know, they will do the long ball when it's needed. Not all the time. We are not a long ball. Now long ball tactical pula. I mean the conspiracy theory lah ni. Okay, for me it's simple. We will do whatever we did against Man City, Chelsea. This is what I predict for today's match. I don't know about Tazweed, but I think that, you know, fast counter attack, boom, 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 because we need to take advantage of Liverpool depleted defensive third. Because your without Bandai, you guys are really, really vulnerable. I don't know about Tazweed.
Okay. Let's go to Tazweed. Tazweed, let's get your view on this.
Right. As we know that we will sit deep, letting Liverpool to have the balls, and we will cut through the counter attack, whether it will be from a long ball from Toby or Deer, or else we counter from the midfield. We have Dembele, who actually have a very is a creative midfielder nowadays. We actually have a good pair from Kane and Son, and Kane will be sitting down deep in the midfield and try to pass the ball to Son to score, or either way, vice versa. So it can be a mixture of a long ball or a counter attack. That doesn't matter, but it will be the same like we actually play against Man City and Arsenal.
Okay. There's one more comment here. Either you or Ayani can take this. We know what Bale did to us in the Champions League final. The year that where Salah got injured. We know what Bale did, right? He came in and I swear to God, my eyes were open. I'm wondering, who is this fella, right? Like what the hell did he just do, right? And so he's got, I'm sure he's got this thing about playing against Liverpool. So do you think today will be the day that the secret weapon could be Bale?
First of all, I mean, Mourinho did make a statement saying that Bale may not be in the squad. because
That
of
means
he's still
he's going to be named as captain lah.
no, he's not.
No, Bill
He's
is not in
probably
the
not be in the squad. He's probably not in the squad because of
Wow.
he's still sick. Because I think yesterday he's still not training with the rest of the team. He's in the gym. So I
Okay,
think
okay.
it's it depends lah. It depends. But I do want as a Spurs fan, you know, probably we can unleash him 10-15 minutes before the whistle because he is a game changer. He's world class. The only issue with Bale right now is match fitness.
Match fitness. All right. Let's go to Mr. Dave here from Red Junks. How do you think our juniors will play? So one comment here from Tan Yimeng. Yimeng watching the show. Thanks, mate, for watching. Jones will do the magic. What do you think our juniors and Klopp does this thing, right? I think Hidayat spoke about this few shows ago where Klopp will be playing all your juniors and the unknown players. God knows he might introduce another junior that has not started at all this whole season in today's game. So, what do you think, Dave?
Well, now it's Liverpool versus Spurs, so it's going to be Klopp versus Mourinho. Right, going into the point where who is going to introduce into this game tonight in the squad, who he can actually bring in and give a surprise to this match. It's going to be very interesting to watch these two teams head to head. First time this season. Um, Liverpool had a long-standing history with Mourinho, and that actually carried on this week. So everyone knows his game plan these days. It's not secret that he will do his best to get his opponent's skin ruffled and a few feathers. So I mean, we saw that in the interview. I mean, most of you have seen the interview that he said that I think Alisson is not injured, Trent Arnold is not injured, Matip is going to play, Fabinho is not injured, Robertson is not injured, Anderson is not injured. I mean, he basically just gave the entire lineup for tonight. So, I mean, he didn't mention about the youngsters that as so there's Rhys Williams, and we have Nathaniel Phillips as a centre backup. I think Hidayat mentioned that, or I think Puwa mentioned, or I think Fahmi mentioned that we need to stop them to play from the midfield. So I wouldn't be surprised if Rhys Williams and Nathaniel Phillips start tonight and Fabinho goes right into the defensive midfield role, or Matip if he at all gets fit into the match tonight, it will be Matip and Nathaniel Phillips, which we have two quite huge defenders at the back four. And so that gives Fabinho get into the midfield. We might see changes that Jones could be dropped into the bench, and Gini or Henderson will be together with 11 back into this game. And I mean, we know that I mean, those days has gone long. All these mind games, and yeah, but Mourinho still deserves to be held in the bracket of best managers in the world football. But I don't think the same fear is there, and what he and his team could do tonight. So if you compare where is he now to his peak years at Chelsea, they are miles apart. They are miles apart. So in defense to that. Though each respective club had the different transfer budgets, and Mourinho is just being in Spurs for what 390 days, if I'm not mistaken. That's what he said in the conference. So you see, tonight's game could have a significant ramification of the fate of this Premier League title into going into the May. So I'm not really sure, but I'm going to go for Clarkson, Jones, most likely Rhys Williams. I mean, Klopp is going to use and he's going to pull all the strength. He's going to pull strings together tonight and make sure that uh, um, it's not about keeping up the Premier League record or home record. It's just all about momentum. He just wants to get the boys up and running again after the uh, miserable draw at Craven Cottage. So I think
Right.
it's going to be a very interesting tactical tweak Klopp is going to deploy on the pitch tonight against Spurs, and we have the fans behind as well. So it's going to be like Pua said. Pua was right. The pressure is still. I would defend him. Pua was right that the pressure is on Spurs to win this game instead of us.
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
up
All
to
right.
the
Okay. All right. We've got some comments here. Sri, win for Liverpool. Thanks for watching, Sri. We'll go into predictions a little later. Let's look at a few comments here from our viewers. Tak Pais, tak ada tak ke live ni dunia. Ya. Ya, tak Pais. Memang satu dunia tengok. Benda ni dah kena share merata dekat Facebook. Kita Malaysia saja ya.
next show lah kita buat campur sikit.
Harap
kena campur.
memang live satu dunia ni. Orang Singapura tengok lah. Orang dekat Indonesia, Myanmar semua tengok. India
Yalah.
pun tengok. Alright. We've got something here from Nazrin. Hi Nazrin.
Oh,
Thanks
Nazrin.
for watching, Nazrin. We'd like to get you on the show next time. Penyokong setia Liverpool. Come and talk about Liverpool on this show next. Okay. For our Spurs fans here, there's a little question here from Brian. But before that, there's a big shout out from Malaysia Spurs here. Taswin Noden tu wakil Malaysia dulu. Wey!
Woi.
Oh.
Jangan main-main. Korang ni. Wakil Malaysia, go on the show. Don't play. Such an honor to have Taswin Noden on the show here. Okay?
No wonder he looks familiar.
No wonder we got a viewership of like
I think Ayani more popular than me.
tak mungkin sebab janggut tu kot yang putih-putih lah tu.
Okay.
Beza dia macam tu kot.
Beza.
Okay, we got Kit Eng here coming and saying
Come on, you first.
come on you first. All right. Okay, one question here from Brian. I'm just gonna get into it. Question for Taswi Ayani. What is right about Spurs season? Wow.
Wow.
Jangan terasa he's a Liverpool fan but he's from across Selat Tebrau from Singapore.
Come on, Ayani.
Selat Johor dekat Singapore tu. So what do you want to say?
Singapore lah, tempat saya lahir, no worries.
Nice. Ayani,
I was born in Singapore, so no worries.
Your neighbor,
Okay,
I had the same
what is right
question.
about Spurs this season? Look at the table, man. Look at the table where we stand. So whatever you must say about tactical or whatnot, it doesn't matter right now. Look at the table where we are right now. So where is right about Spurs? The table. Look for yourself.
Okay.
That's my
Okay, so Taswi, you cannot say the same thing. You kena cakap benda lain.
Okay.
Dah kena booking.
Aduh. So what's right about Spurs this season? Okay, having back, I think they have a good combination of players. Some new players coming in. They have a modern defender like Doherty and Regulon coming in. We have a captain on the midfield. We have the Danes, Hosberg, and also quite amazing that how Jose Mourinho can have a good pair for Son and Harry Kane for this season. No, they have like like 4 goals partner. To work together on goals, right? I think what makes right for us is actually the combination of players, and I think the experience from Jose Mourinho for the Spurs. That's
Okay,
what makes it right.
can I add?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Okay, now you look at how our players, the old players, not the new one, how they devote to the team, how they listen to the coach. So if you look, Son, not very deep. Kane, he is an excellent not only as a striker, he is excellent as a midfielder and also as a defender. He clear from the line. You see the complete player of Kane is a complete player right now. You know, when Liverpool have a corner, you will see Kane is in the box.
Yes.
Protecting the goal.
Yeah, defending.
Okay. So now, Son was, you know, last season he quarreled with Hugo Lloris because he don't want to
Come down and defend.
protect the defense. You see Son right now, he will go and they will tackle the ball. So that is everything right about Spurs at this season. The mentality. You know, they listen to Mourinho. The problem with Man U, I don't want to mention that name lah. Last season.
I think Sarina watching it.
Last season, their players are IDIOT. They don't want to listen to Mourinho. That's the problem. Cuma ego besar. Tak mau dengar cakap. They don't want. They just want to play attacking football. Football is played not only when the ball is in your feet. Football also play when the ball is with the opponent. How you want to play. And Mourinho is actually the best coach when the ball is with the opponent. That's why he wins trophies. That's my point.
Why he wins trophy. Well said. Well said. I just like to add to that. And I think what's right about Spurs this season, amazingly, is how they went from the Poch era and losing all hope and losing all faith that they can be anything. I remember when we won at Metropolitan in the Champions League final. When we won there, remember that I think it was Ericsson or another Spurs player that said that it's devastating for them. Of course, there was so much euphoria around the world because Liverpool won it, fair. But at the same time, I really felt that interview and that statement, I really felt it being a football fan and how we are not anti-Spurs or anything. You know, we know they're a good football team, and for them to come and say that. But for a team like us, this is really devastating. We're happy for Liverpool, but for us, it's devastating. When will we ever get such a limelight again? When will we ever get such an opportunity again to be where we are? And they knew Poch was going out. You know, after that. And that is why they said such things. So I think what's right about it this season is somehow that fella Mourinho has taken the team that was down and out and dull, and he's turned it into a positive machine once again, working in the right way, turning in the right direction again. And what Puva said, you know, may the best team win this season's Premier League, but if they don't win it this season, my God, next season everybody better be afraid of Spurs because they'll come hunting next season. So I just like to say that. Okay, let's take one or two more bona fide labang here. Would Henderson play in centre back role today's game or Minamino into the number 8 role?
No.
So Fami,
No.
Fami, yeah.
I think Liverpool playing in the Anfield. They were playing 4-3-3. Again, I think player to watch is Curtis Jones, and I think Henderson will be at the midfield, and also with Neldum, Salah and Mane will be playing wide attacking roles. That's about for tonight game. What I think Klopp will be putting it.
Okay. So Fami, are you going to are you I think I'm sorry. I'm loving what's going on with the comments here. Love the vibes from Ayani. Yes, bro, nothing impossible. You guys might be the underdogs to win this match, but nothing impossible. And then after Ayani says the comments about Manchester, she goes like, I just
I told you, bro. I think Sarina watch it.
Yeah, so Serena, Taswin warned him, but I think he didn't hear the warning. So Bakal Janazah here says Liverpool 2-1. Yeah, we'll get into we'll get into final words for everyone, and then we'll go into predictions. Yeah, Brian saying good counter earlier. Where's Brian? There, Brian's comment here. Good counter. And Brian is also saying thank you to Taswid and Ayani. I believe the right new players or more tactics have arrived this season. Yeah, so I think that's a good point. Mourinho's tactics won't work with any bunch of players. It's got to be the right one. So that is why, for him, having like Son and Kane and the entire team, in fact, from the keeper, he just loves it. He knows he can bring out the best in them and gear them to his kind of football. All right, guys. Last words from everybody. Sir Fahmi, last words today, and your prediction.
Last word and prediction, eh?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So like you asked me before, right? Minamino, eh? Minamino and Henderson. So Henderson, I need he to play in midfield like usual. Minamino, I think cannot Klopp cannot start him. I think because Minamino is not like the he once was, eh? Because Minamino like first ball, okay, somehow quite shamble, you know. Minamino, I think he to start at bench, eh? At bench. But people might say if you don't give chance, kalau kau tak bagi ruang dekat Minamino bila dia nak guna dia punya bakat kan. Tapi I think because now we play Spurs, you know. we play Spurs. We don't play 17th, 18th team, eh. So I think Henderson still have to play like usual in the middle because Henderson he got everything, and the most important thing is Henderson got leadership. That one very very important because I just hear what he said during the game. He shout to Trent Arnold, he shout to anybody, you know, everybody. He shout, "Okay, man on, man on." That's one that actually the voice of a captain, and people will aware if your captain voice out. Okay, so Minamino, I think bench. Henderson, you can start. You don't worry. Hendo, you can start. But for so for prediction, Liverpool play big teams in at Anfield. Is actually you cannot worry, you know, when you play big team at Anfield because you can bulldoze them actually. And Liverpool has the good record against the big team, you know. And I really dare to say tonight Liverpool win 3-0.
Boy, kepala. Mai. Okay. Let's move on to Dave very quickly. Your prediction, Dave.
You know, when you go away from home and then you don't have a good food to eat, and then you go look for a restaurant, you don't like all these foods, so you get disappointed and come back home. You have a what do you call, a special food, and you know, you just have passionate way to have that food, and you know, you say, okay, thank you very much. So I think after coming back from Craven Cottage, Liverpool having a good menu on the card, which is Spurs, to show or response to critics tonight. So it's going to be a win. I'm not sure the scoreline, but it's going to be a win. But I'm going to go for a 2-0 or 3-1.
All right. Thanks, Dave, for joining us today. Dave will be leaving us shortly. He's in a hurry. Let's go to Sir Fahmi. One quick shout out here from Vinod to you, Sir Fahmi. Manchester has the best captain in the world. He will wrestle one player. Yeah, bro. We only the most expensive defender in the world, lah. All right, another day. Let's go to Ayani. Your prediction, please.
Okay, first of all, Puwa said the pressure is on Spurs. Actually, I beg to differ lah. Both pressure. Okay, both needs to win. Both need to get something out of this game. However, my prediction will be 2-0 Spurs.
Ooh.
Okay. 2-0. You wanna call out the scorers as well?
It
Who
has to be
else?
shown on. It has to be shown on Kane, right?
Yeah, you never know. You might play
Yeah.
both teams.
Who else?
Ayani, who will be scoring the goals?
I think it's gonna be Sun, and
I got my
I
points.
think Sun 2 goals assist by Kane.
Okay. Hidayat, prediction.
First, I would like to recall Jose Mourinho early days when he was in Chelsea. Uh, Referring to Ayani's statement, the first day he stepped into Chelsea's changing room, he said to the players, "You guys want to win title? Just listen to me." That's what his words. And then I think this time around, yes, the formula for Spurs is beginning because the players started to listen to him, to his tactics and whatsoever. Okay, talking about this match, I think it will be a good game for us because we need something fresher from the previous match, and I think even though Spurs will come out fury and give us a good fight, I think we'll go through and win it. Let's say by 2 goals.
Super
Don't
Mane
ask
is
me.
scoring today.
Don't ask me the score. Of course, Super Mane will score one. Super Mane, I will bet for money for the whole season. Uh, and I think Bobby will score one tonight.
Okay. So before I go to Pua's prediction, let's look at Cikgu Mizi ya tuan. Game 1-1 Liverpool dapat gol last minute 2-1. I nak tambah lepas tu dia VAR, lepas tu dia 1-1 balik. Terima kasih. Kishan Balan draw game. Okay. Alright. Vinod 0-0 play. I think you are the one playing safe lah, bro. I don't know what you're drinking because Klopp never plays safe. Klopp will go for a win every game. He doesn't care who he plays, who are the players. Klopp never defends. Klopp goes for a win. He can lose. He dares to lose because he's going to go for the win. So I don't think we're going to be playing safe. No chance. All right. So let's go to Pupa's prediction.
Oh, before I go for prediction, I want to say thanks to our brothers here from Spurs Malaysia. It's good to see them here. It's really good to see them, and we had a good conversation here, good insights, and healthy discussions. It's always good to see. And we Liverpool fans, we never hate Tottenham Hotspur. Let's make it clear, So in the past, when the Leicester season in the Pochettino era, I really wanted Spurs to win the league. It's been very long since 60 and 61. I really wish Spurs won the league, but not for this season. You guys can win it next season, but please let us win this season. So, about tonight's game, yes, it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be 3-0. I hope Abang Fahmi here is right. I hope tomorrow morning he will be bragging in the social media that, see, I told you it's going to be 3-0 walk in the park for us. I wish, but I'm going for.
Abang Mami, kalau betul 3-0, besok bagi I nombor 4 digit I nak beli.
So it's going to be tough. But I think we have advantage. I know we're playing at Anfield. We have our fans back in the stadium, and yeah, it's going to be emotional. We're gonna play for our legendary manager Gerard Houllier as well.
Gerard Houllier.
I think the Fulham result actually isn't good. We all disappointed. I think as Dave mentioned just now that this is the right time to play Spurs actually in a way to silence the critic, to cool down the pressure, and a win we will be top of the league. We will be top of the league today. I mean, if Spurs got a draw, they still remain top. Depends on the Leicester. I think Leicester win, they will be top, right? If not mistaken.
Yep.
I'm not so sure about it. If both team draws, I think Leicester win. They will be top. So no, it's really tough, really tight. A crazy season. But I'm going for 2-1 Liverpool. 2-1 Liverpool.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
do I need to give the goal scorers?
Up to you. Up to you. Because
Uh,
our Spurs brothers are here, and they are saying goes to dare is to do. So why don't you dare and do?
yeah, I think Salah probably from the spot penalty and
VAR.
another one I go for my man Money.
Money. Okay. All right. The Spurs first one goal.
Hopefully Son because I have him in my fantasy team, so hopefully Son. Hopefully Son. And to echo what Vinod and Serena just now mentioned, as United fans, they would be hoping for this draw, because they will be playing Sheffield tomorrow, and I think most likely they will win. So they will close the gap if both Spurs and Liverpool draw tonight. So they would be hoping for a draw tonight. So I understand the comment from Vinod that both teams will play safe.
Yep. So Cegu Mizi here just echoed what all of us Liverpool fans say here, where we don't hate Spurs at all. We just hate
The man twin.
Brian is saying I like the Eli. We're always wondering what some viewers are smoking and drinking because we hate comments. Yeah. Nazrin Asli here says Liverpool menang 3-1. Sungguh optimistic. Anda sungguh optimistic. We've got a Spurs fan here, Kit Eng. Definitely, I would hope for Spurs win, but let's get real. Whoever wins, lose or draw, it's still quite a long way to change the tide. Don't forget to Southampton, Leicester. Yep, they are really right there. Okay. Come on, you Spurs. Okay. I think a very, very, very good comment here. Brian goes and says Liverpool 2, Spurs 1, KR 1. Okay, of course.
You want to hear my result?
Kejap, yeah, yours is last.
Oh,
Wait. Yours and mine last.
Okay.
Vinod says Mourinho treble this season. I don't really.
I want to echo that. I think Mourinho treble this season. If the treble is for his record against United, it's going to be this season. It's going to be two. It's going to be 2 league wins this season in the league and 1 more in Europa League. Mark my words.
Okay. All right. So yeah, real good comments here. So let's get into Taufeeq's prediction before we wrap up.
Right. Again, all the prediction outside even like goes to Liverpool side, but as a Spurs fan, a loyal Spurs fan, like Jose said, let them have the ball, let us have the goal. So I would say a win for Spurs 2-1 with Firmino with your side, and Kane brings 2 goals for Spurs. Come
All
on,
right.
Spurs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. We've got a game, and so as I said, I was worried about the Fulham game because I do not know how we were going to perform. But going into this first match, I just want to show why all these Liverpool fans are very, very optimistic is because they're not worried that we will get a good game. That's the feeling, like, at least that's the feeling. They were not worried that the players will turn up, they will do their best. But I think like what you say, the ball's round, the team that scores the more goals will win. And that can go either way tonight, to be fair. That can go either way tonight. And so may the best team win. I think there will be a winner tonight, considering it's an Anfield. I think it'll be a very good game. It'll be decided very late on. It's either going to be decided very early on or late on. There will nothing in the middle. In the middle of the entire middle segment of the game, nothing's going to happen. I think it's going to be one early on or late on. I think it's going to be 1-0 or it's going to be a 2-1. 1 goal in it, and that's it. So I'm just going to say on, if I say a draw, Puma is going to give me a lecture. So I'm just going to say it's going to be on Liverpool side. Yeah, I think we're in store for a very good game. So that's it for us today. Thank you so much to Taswit and Ayani for joining us. Brilliant guy. Thank you so much. We love to have you again on our Footy Talk show, talking about Spurs.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you, Ravi.
Thank you,
We will
Tajwis.
take
Thank
on
you.
soon. Thank you so much.
Thanks for
Ayani.
having us. Thank you.
Thank you,
Ayani,
Sir
thank you.
Fahmi. Thank you,
Okay, no
Hidayat.
problem.
Mr. Dave, thank you very much. For those of you who are still watching, so many viewers today, thank you so much. I'm absolutely grateful. We are all grateful. Keep watching our show. Anybody wants to come on as a speaker, who wants to take this on, let us know. Drop us a line. We're happy to talk to you and get you on as speaker. This is the show by the fans and for all. So thank you, everybody. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook and YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. This is the KOPP Talk. We are signing out. Liverpool versus Tottenham Hotspur early morning tonight. May the best team win. You'll never walk alone. And come on, you Spurs. Let's have a great game. Good night,
Bye.
everyone.